how come they are not loved by the algorithm, but shadow banned on a scale that's laughable? On the X platform, I have something like 722,000 people who follow the page. The number of people that see what I post, a fraction of that. But not the new media that came out of the mainstream after COVID and took it over. Why is that? And so when I was driving in this morning to record this, it's only just breaking as I speak, I heard that the Tate brothers, who have been under basically house arrest or can't leave Romania for something like 2 or 3 years, were on a plane to the United States after an intervention by the Trump administration. And they are charged with many and various things, and many of which they've actually admitted on videos that are circulating widely on the internet over the years. And so I think the fact that an intervention by the Trump administration, which has apparently allowed them to head for America, I think there's one hell of a lot more to know about that, to say the least. And I'm sure it will unfold as the days pass, but that's all I know at the moment. And the reason I mention that is because we've got Andrew Tate, and then we've got Tristan Tate, his brother. And Tristan Tate has been posting things this week about me, and basically, again, saying, look at my brother. Look at the numbers he gets. Look at the promotion he gets. Look at the views he gets compared with you. Yeah. Why do you think that is, Tristan? Why do you think that is? Why do you think in a world of censorship that your brother and you get these big numbers, and other people who are saying something different and challenging power, whatever form it takes, instead of eulogizing it? Why do you think that is? Why do you think the Trump administration has intervened in your case? So anyway, what he said is this. The simple truth about Mr. Ike is that he is bitter. No, I'm not. Couldn't care less. I care about the truth coming out and people not being diverted from that systematically, as is happening with the Trump-Musk psyop. He wanted to be the face of the big movement. And, of course, they are now. That's the implication. And he said that I've been blocked by every prominent mover and chess piece in what is the real anti-establishment movement. You know, the one that gets all the promotion from the establishment and the algorithmic support, that one. While real journalists, real researchers operating outside of that barricade are doing absolutely fantastic work. There's many, many, many of them now exposing this stuff, but they don't get the numbers because the algorithms don't like them. And so when I started out on this journey in 1990 of uncovering all this, Andrew Tate was 4 and Tristan Tate was 2. And yet now they are the new anti-establishment, but they're not. And Tate says people knew him, meaning me, in the 1990s, but he is destined to die in obscurity. They're nice people, the Tates. Lovely. And I'm sorry that we succeeded where you failed. Now, this is the point, and it brings us back to this whole thing about solutions. They are not succeeding in identifying the real solutions. They are succeeding in promoting a diversion, a new Pied Piper route to the same end of the Great Reset and total AI control. And the Tates eulogize Trump and Musk, well, in terms of Trump even more now, I would have thought. And I say they are frauds imposing the Great Reset of Klaus Schwab while claiming to oppose it. So here's Musk as an example. See what you think.
Nobody will be safe if not everybody is vaccinated.
Are you vaccinated, if I may ask?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very pro-vaccination. Yeah. I believe the science is unequivocal.
Can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants. Just think of sensors planted into our brains.
Basically implanted in your skull. So, but it would be flush with your skull. So you basically take out a chunk of skull, put the Neuralink device in there. You'd put the electrode, you'd insert the electrode threads very carefully into the brain.
It doesn't change what you are doing. It changes you if you take a genetic editing.
It's a fusion of the physical, the digital, and the biological world. That's really the essence of the fourth industrial revolution.
A merger with biological intelligence and machine intelligence.
An effort for man to merge with machine in a healthy way.
Yes.
To beat machines, you basically have to merge with machines.
Most likely, yes.
As work is changing, is a universal basic income really a solution to this problem?
I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. And I think some kind of a universal basic income is going to be necessary.
Decarbonization of the economy.
Where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So, individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on.
I mean, my top recommendation, honestly, would be just to have a carbon tax.
This global reset is necessary.
Yep, and Elon would agree. There was a reply, there's many replies, but there was one reply to what Tristan Tate posted, which I thought was brilliant, by someone called Daniel. And he says, the type of people that Ike attracts are far more aware than the ego and materialism that you and your brother push. And this is the vast chasm between the solutions that are offered as here's your saviors and the expansive view way beyond politics of what actually is happening and the nature of the control system that is enormously greater than Trump or Harris. And so it's when you get into those deeper levels of what is this reality? Who are we? What's the nature of the I? And you go beyond the fake personalities we're told to believe is who we are, called human. That's where the solutions lie. But that means We have to do what is necessary and not have someone else do it for us, because they can't. But they want us to believe they can, so we give our power to transform ourselves and collectively this reality. We give that power to them. So Daniel talks about where were the tapes during COVID? Well, where were all these mainstreamers that have come into the alternative media during COVID? Most of them were just buying it hook, line, and sinker because they hadn't got a clue what's going on. And what I'm saying is they still don't. And it's because they don't, in terms of the big picture, that they get this fantastic algorithmic support and promotion. So what I'm doing is promoting as often as I can those people outside of the barricade who are genuinely seeking the truth and genuinely calling out power no matter what form it takes. And exposing, yes, I am, those that are Pied Pipering people to this AI dystopia while calling it, we're winning. And on that subject, the AI agenda keeps on expanding. This is a story from this week. Microsoft, breakthrough in quantum computing with an entirely new state of matter. You see, while people are being diverted to the Trump-Musk saviors, while they're looking over there, the AI agenda just goes on getting faster and faster. So Microsoft, breakthrough in quantum computing with an entirely new state of matter. Microsoft, it says, is part of DARPA's, that's the Pentagon's program, to develop utility-scale fault-tolerant quantum computers. And this is another expansion of what they call quantum computers, which can do things in terms of data computing that are beyond anything we've seen so far. This new architecture used to develop this new processor from Microsoft offers a clear path to fit 1 million qubits, as they call them in quantum computers, on a single chip that can fit in the palm of one's hand. Microsoft said all the world's current computers operating together can't do a 1 million qubit quantum computer, or can't do what that can do. And as I've been saying in the books for so long, quantum computers are what is meant to run this AI control system and AI human fusion. And while we see things in the public arena that, oh, Microsoft have just discovered this, in the underground bases and the secret projects, everything they need to run this system, including the advanced quantum computers, they already exist. They're just playing them out in a sequence to make you think that somehow it's being invented as we go along. No, it's not. They're sitting there waiting to be played out to run this system while the old system is being destroyed, dismantled.